Okay, guys, we're gonna go over the Steam Summer Sale. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm gonna try to be as succinct as possible. I'm gonna go over the games that I personally enjoyed and recommend. I'm gonna go over deals that are good, deals that are okay, and I'm gonna try to give you my opinion as quickly and succinctly as possible, because the last time we did this, it was an hour long. I'm gonna try to be a little bit shorter, especially for those that watch this on YouTube. I know you don't want to watch an hour-long video of me ranting about things, so here we go. Steam Summer Sale goes through June 25th to the July 9th. So up front we have Devil May Cry. I highly recommend Devil May Cry. Fantastic game, on sale for 34% off. This game is fantastic. It is my first Devil May Cry, and I loved every second of it. So I highly recommend that game. 34% off. This game came out recently too. It's really good. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Honestly, one of the best Assassin's Creeds that have ever been made. Fantastic. 50% off. Awesome. Highly recommend Assassin's Creed Odyssey, especially for that price. This was a playthrough. I think for us, it was like a 60 to 80 hour playthrough. So you're easily going to get your money's worth off Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's fantastic. Loved it. Loved it. Astroneer is also a really, really, really cool game. It's no wonder they put these games as featured, because Astroneer, I haven't played on launch. I played in early access. It's very promising, really, really cool, and I've heard a lot of good things about it since launch. So I don't think you're gonna see a bigger sale for this game for a while. So 25% off. If you guys like, you're on a planet. There's you like build through the ground. It's a survival sandbox. It's really cool, really, really cute, very addicting. I like it a lot. I'm gonna actually add chat to the screen so people can see what chat's saying about the deals as well. I'll just put that in the corner here. I'll actually take off the alerts too. I can find them. There we go. Okay. Rise of Industry. Never played it. It's got positive reviews. Management Economy Strategy Sim. What? This came out in May? How did I miss this game? Looks interesting. Mutant Road to Eden. 40% off. Haven't played it. Heard good things. I believe there's a DLC that's been announced. Hi, YouTube. I believe there's a DLC that's been announced for Mutant Year Zero. If anyone can corroborate that. So more content is good for a game that's already good, and it's 40% off, so that's pretty cool. We're looking for a long game with good replayability. So I'll go through all of my recommendations, guys, and then if you guys have specific questions, we'll do that afterwards, and I'll try to help you guys out, and maybe chat can help you guys too. So I'm just gonna go through it myself, and then afterwards I'll try to answer all of your guys' questions. I actually haven't played any of these other games. Slime Rancher, I know is a lot of people get addicted to that. There is a DLC, Seed of Evil. Okay. Hat in Time, 50% off. Haven't played. It's got really good reviews. 3D platformer, awesome. Hunt Showdown, 25% off. Again, I haven't played this game. I think more content's getting added to that, if I'm not mistaken. Resident Evil 2, 34% off. I have to play that on stream at some point. I'm scared. Killing Floor 2. What is this? Looks like there's more stuff. I think there's Killing Floor 2 either recently added more stuff. 67% off. Pretty fun game if you're looking for kind of like a Left 4 Dead style, like Call of Duty zombie style game, kind of. There's a lot of zombie killing, trying to survive, like doing loops and stuff. Pretty cool. Lowco loves this category. Yeah, this is not my strongest category. Let's get the games I've actually played. Hitman 2, 60% off. That's pretty good. Hitman 2 came out in November. I haven't played it. I'm not even sure what the style is. I didn't like the last Hitman, so I didn't really play this one. But 60% off's pretty good. You're probably not going to see more than that. Even in the wintertime, I don't think. I don't know. I wouldn't expect it. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Here's a game I've played. This came out... Oh yeah, this is the 2016 one. Fantastic. Definitely one of the best Tomb Raider games. 85% off. It's such a fun journey. I would definitely recommend it. If you like Uncharted or any of the other Tomb Raider games, like I definitely recommend the 2016 Tomb Raider for $8.99. This is always going to go on sale. It's probably going to always go on sale for about this amount too. So for $9, pick it up. Project Winter, haven't played. Project Winter is pretty interesting. I think it's gonna be a game if you have people to play with. This could be a fun little multiplayer game. 20% off is I think all you're gonna see from this game for a while too. So if you've been wanting to pick it up, grab it while it's on sale. Soul Calibur 6 is 67% off. Wow. That's really good. For $20. That's really good. Haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of people play it. It looks pretty cool. All right, so we got franchise deals. I like that. Borderlands just released a DLC for Borderlands 2. Obviously you have Borderlands 3 coming up, so if you haven't got into the Borderlands series but you're kind of hyped for the new one, or it looks like it's something that you play, if you like looter shooters, it's co-op. I've played the Prix sequel, which people keep saying it's the worst one, but it's the only one I've played and I enjoyed it, so I think I'm gonna like the other ones as well. So those are on sale. It's a good time to pick those up if you're gearing up for Borderlands 3. And like I said, they just released a completely free DLC for, I believe, Borderlands 2. I've been playing Borderlands 2 nonstop for weeks. These are games that you can easily like get a lot of hours into. The Jackbox Party Pack, these are great games if you have like people over or if you stream. These are always like a lot of fun, so it's nice to pick these up if you do like parties and stuff. I don't know. Do people socialize here? I don't know. How do I scroll over? Is there a scroll bar? No, is it just like cut off? I don't know, guys. How does this work? Far Cry 5 is 67% off as well. I liked Far Cry 5 a lot. It's really cool. 67% off, $20. You might see it cheaper in the winter sale, I think. Maybe, but still $20 for Far Cry 5 is a good deal. I liked it a lot. It's really cool. The story was really interesting. It's a blast. I enjoyed it. $20, I'd definitely pick it up. If you like open world games, if you've played any of the Far Cry games, if you haven't played a Far Cry game, I love Far Cry. It's a great series. I've played 3, all of them like from 3 and onwards. Ori's 50% off, and there is going to be a new Ori game coming out. I think, I'm not sure when the next one's coming out, but if you haven't played Ori, it's $10 right now. It's got great reviews. I need to pick this up. I don't own it. I actually don't own this game and I haven't played it, so I need to pick this up before the new one comes out. Comes out next year. Rainbow Six, 50% off is fine. Rainbow Six is a game that's constantly, it's very frequently on sale, but it's also a game that has a lot of new content that always comes out. So if you've been waiting to get into Rainbow Six, you can buy that and know that they keep supporting that game. It came out in 2015, but they've been supporting it heavily ever since. Monster Hunter is 50% off. That's like it's a fine deal. Yeah, I mean, I guess for PC it did come out in August. It's older if you're on console, but Monster Hunter was a good time. It's my first Monster Hunter. It was pretty interesting. 50% off, like if that's your style game. I think it might go cheaper in the winter if you want to wait though. If you're not like gonna play it in the next few months, that might go cheaper. I haven't played any of these. Yakuza, that's part of like a huge series of games. For $9.99, 50% off. If you're looking to get into the Yakuza series, you can pick that up. ESO is another game. Elder Scrolls Online, 50% off. That's another game that has been heavily supported the last couple years. The community is growing. They've announced a ton of new content at E3. If you've been waiting to get into ESO, if you want to get into a new MMO, good time to pick that up. More content's coming for ESO, and the community is at its highest peak ever. And it came out. It says it was released in 2017. I think it was maybe released on Steam in 2017 because it's definitely been around longer than that. What's up, Jimbo? Top sellers. Here we go. Rust is always on sale. Rust is actually more expensive than it used to be. I don't know. I haven't kept up with Rust in a while. It's still early access, I think, right? I mean, it's a survival game. It's a pretty, like, I don't know. Last time I played it was a very straightforward survival game. If you want something, if you want to get into some like multiplayer survival game, it's just Divinity Original Sin 2, fantastic. The cool thing about Divinity Original Sin is you can play with friends. It's really awesome. It is a turn-based RPG with a really in-depth lore. It's a lot of fun. It's great. If you like those type of games, it's 40% off. I cannot recommend it enough. Same thing with Pillars of Eternity. If we see that on here too, Pillars of Eternity is another great series, similar to Divinity. So if you like either of those games, Divinity Original Sin 2 is worth a pickup for sure. And this Divinity has gotten some DLCs too. Bloodstained just came out. It's already 10% off. I haven't played it, so I can't recommend it, but it's got good reviews. I mean, it just came out, so you're not going to see like a better deal, honestly. No Man's Sky is still only 50%, but honestly, No Man's Sky for 50, like that price point is like for $30. Still, I think is worth picking up. They haven't really talked about anything new in a while. I know they're still working on stuff. But No Man's Sky has added so much since launch that it's worth the money. I think I talked about this during the last sale, so I'm not gonna harp on about it. But I have played No Man's Sky several times after they've added new stuff, and it's got a lot of stuff. For $30, you can put in a good amount of time. It's so much better than what it was. Witcher 3, always a solid choice. I don't know who doesn't have that yet, but Grand Theft Auto, if you are wanting to get into GTRP, whether you're a streamer or not, and that's something that you've been interested in, GTA 5 is always going to be on sale. I don't think it's going to get cheaper than 50% off. It just is always like half off, I think. I think the game itself has actually cheapened. So I think it's slowly going down in price. It's always a good pickup. Sekiro's fantastic. It's just came out, so 20% off is all you're going to see. Fantastic game if you're a fan of the Dark Souls series. It's not for everyone, and some people that play Dark Souls didn't like it. I love it. You like From Software. I can't see how you don't at least try it. Well, you guys know I play a lot of Sekiro. Total War Warhammer 2, 50% off. I like the Total War Warhammer games. The new one just came out, so that's obviously why this one's like so cheap right now. So it could be worth getting, but there's a new one that came out. So if you kind of want, it's very different though from Warhammer. So if you're a fan of the Warhammer universe, I definitely get Warhammer 2. If you're not used to or familiar with the Total War games, as someone who is a noob of those type of games myself, I will say that Total War Warhammer 2 was pretty user-friendly, even better I think than the first one in my opinion. So if you like Warhammer Universe, but maybe not too familiar with Total War games, but you want to try out a strategy game, Warhammer 2 is pretty good. Pathfinder Kingmaker, man, Pathfinder Kingmaker, guys, 50% off. This game got a lot of heat when it launched because it was, it had a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, but man, it's so good. It's so good. Again, if you like Divinity Original Sin, Pillars of Eternity, Pathfinder Kingmaker, you got to put on your list to pick up. It's half off right now. I know they've made a ton of improvements to the game. It is so good. Like, I love this game. I think I actually got more into this one than like Divinity and stuff. It's so good. So good. 50% off. I would get it. 20 bucks. Oh man, you're gonna put hours into this game. I don't know. Top selling a global. Global, I guess. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Human Fall Flat. I'm surprised to see this as a top seller. Human Fall Flat's a lot of fun. If you have friends to play with, it's not really, if you don't have anyone to play with, I don't know how like interesting it is, but it's hilarious if you have some friends to play with. It's a puzzle game. You walk around, try to like work together to accomplish things. It's so much fun. Again, I don't think it's worth it if you don't have friends, but if you have some buddies to play with, it's great. It's so much fun. Human Fall Flat got workshop access. Oh, awesome. Well, that is awesome. Plague Tale Innocence is 25% off. Plague Tale Innocence is a new game. Came out last month. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's a story game. It's a single player story game. It's not. It's like an interactive story is the way that I would look at it. It's beautiful. The graphics are gorgeous. The story is heartwarming. It toys with your heart. And it's really neat. There's some cool mechanics. I would recommend this for people who like click through type games and Dishonored. Some of the you get kind of like abilities and stuff, and they remind me of how Dishonored plays. It's like stealth. Really cool. Really beautiful story. I picked that up. It's a new game. 25% off too. Hollow Knight is 40% off. Hollow Knight, I think there's Hollow Knight something with Hollow Knight. There's like a new Hollow Knight coming out, or an expansion or DLC or something. Something Hollow Knight is getting something. They've added some more content. Hollow Knight's really fun if you like platformer type games. It's really cute. Now I will say I think this game is also on the Switch. I think this game is also on the Switch. So if you have a Switch, I mean, it's on sale on Steam obviously, but if you prefer Switch, just keep that in mind. Okay, Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire, if you have not had a look at Slay the Spire and you like turn-based card games, roguelikes, I literally just listed what they had, but I didn't look at it because I'm obsessed with Slay the Spire right now, guys. Slay the Spire came out in early access. It's now fully released. It is so good. I think it's fully released. Yeah. Now this game is on the Switch, so keep that in mind. I really highly recommend Slay the Spire if you like card strategy roguelikes. If any of that sounds appealing to you, it's such a fantastic game. It's really cool. It is something you can play for hours on end. I can't recommend it enough. It's 50% off right now. 50% off. Buy it. Okay, buy it. It's so cool. It's really cool. It's not like it's not like Hearthstone or anything like that. So it's very different from that. It's definitely got a different style of play. It's addicting. Inspire, definitely recommend. It's on sale. Get it. Get it, got it good. You're gonna get addicted to it, and I apologize in advance, but I'm not sorry. If you guys have any questions, again, I'm not reading chat really right now. I will go over any questions about anything. Just hold on until after. Rise of the Tomb. Is that the one we already went over? Yeah, that's the 2016 one. 2 Point Hospital, 50% off. I love 2 Point Hospital. This is another game that keeps getting content added to it. It is so much fun. If you like sim games, if you like Theme Hospital, any type of like tycoon type game, 2 Point Hospital is half off right now. They've got it's so much fun. It's a hospital building management sim. It's great. It's cute, it's funny, it's addicting, it's really well done too. There's a lot of cool mechanics in it. I like the depth of it. I've played a lot of this game. It's just so good. It is 50% off right now. That is a buy for me. Oh wow. You can also get all the DLC. Wow. For $26. For literally less than the price of the game itself. You could just you just buy the DLC with it, guys. You just get the DLC. You just do that. Each DLC adds new hospitals, new illnesses, new room types, stuff like that. New music. The music in the game is is great. I like just buy to spend an extra $9. Seriously. My friend Pedro's 50% off. We're actually gonna play that today. I played it at PAX. It's a really cool game. It's a lot of fun. It's like you literally like jump around in slow motion and shoot people, and it's really a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy. I definitely would consider checking that out. 15% off. It's a new game. It just came out, so that's actually like pretty cool. That's already on sale. Came out like literally last week. 6 days ago. Dark Souls 3, 75% off. This game, this game is phenomenal. 75% off. It's $20. Oh my god. This is the deluxe edition too, so it comes with stuff. Dark Souls 3 is fantastic. Dark Souls Remastered. I guess just by the prices, if you want to get into a Dark Souls game, I guess you could start with Dark Souls 3. It doesn't really matter what order you play the Dark Souls games in, so don't worry about that. I love them all. I love them all. Kingdom Come Deliverance is pretty interesting. Kingdom Come Deliverance is this is like a different edition, so I'm not sure what the original one is. It looks like the regular one is 40% off. It's interesting. It's really it's cool. It's really cool. It's a little wonky. It's like kind of got like Skyrim's like wonkiness to it, maybe even like a little worse. But it's really neat. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in this game. Like I didn't even get close to finishing the game. The amount of content in the world is vast. So if you don't mind the wonkiness, it's pretty good. It's 40% off right now, $17.99. It is yeah, it's like a Skyrim-y type game. It's neat. It's pretty neat. We need to keep going back. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is 60% off. So this is interesting. This is the most recent Tomb Raider game. Recent reviews is mixed. I am in the mixed view as well. I think for the price, what is it now? It's $23. I think for like $20, like it's a good game. Like it's if you are a fan of the series, you'll enjoy it. I think that the story falls really flat to me. It's really kind of straightforward. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad. It just was like okay, and I like, you know, it just was. It is very linear. It definitely is the weakest one in my opinion. I'm 100% on you on that. I think, like, you know, I don't know, maybe wait for it to be a little cheaper. I don't think you can go that wrong with the price. I think you're still gonna like enjoy your time, but yeah, maybe wait. It's like I'm on the fence. Like, I mean, this game's gonna keep going down too, so if it's not on your priority for a game like this, maybe just wait. It's not terrible. It's just was okay. Why does the sound keep going on? That's so stupid. It was still a lot of fun. It had really cool mechanics. It had some puzzles, but yeah, I just like the story was a big like downside. And yeah, I was like, I mean, I would just get the older one. I would get the 2016 one. It's like a third of the price and it's fantastic. Just get the older one if you don't have it. Terraria is half off. That's a really old game, but it's really cool. If you've played Starbound, it's like a sandbox, super in-depth, like digging, building, crafting, everything type of game. Yeah, it's coming on the Switch. It's coming on the Switch though, so if you have a Switch and you want to wait, I mean, this game's existed and will continue to exist and will continue to go on sale. XCOM's on sale. They typically go on sale. It's a really great turn-based strategy game. You can get all the XCOM stuff for this. I mean, Ark is on sale. Ark is 65% off. Ark has just released a brand new free update. They added an entire new map that was a mod. So they really work heavily with the modded community to kind of incorporate stuff into the base game, which is really, really cool. So more additional content being supported through Ark. I mean, I don't know if people don't know about Ark yet, but if you want a survival game, this is the most content-rich survival game that you'll find, in my opinion. There is wonkiness with it, like I have said about a couple of games. There's like some hitbox issues, but like it's got amazing depth to it. You can put thousands of hours into this game easily. It's $17. It's good value. Dying Light, I definitely want to take a moment to talk about Dying Light. Dying Light is getting a sequel. It is a fantastic game if you have not played it. It is it's actually co-op, which is cool. It is a open world zombie story game. So there is a story. You can play with a friend. And the mechanics are really cool. It's a parkour game. Oh, it's even that's so interesting. It's actually one of the tags, parkour. It's a parkour zombie game. It's so cool. They have added a ton of content to this game. I cannot recommend it enough. It's $13 right now. This game is phenomenal. Definitely get this, guys. It's so much fun. Seriously, you will not go wrong with this game. It is so great. And again, a new one is coming out, so you can kind of experience the game and know what you're gonna get with the new one. I'm very much looking forward to the sequel. And the cool thing is you can play with a friend. There's really cool weapons that you get to make. There's a ton of different types of zombies. I love this game a lot. That is definitely a pickup. Interesting, Mordhau's not on sale. This is kind of interesting. I'm not saying it's not worth the price. I haven't played it enough to really make that determination, but Chivalry 2 was announced at E3, so I kind of, on the business side of things, I kind of would have expected Mordhau to slash their prices to get people into their game as much as they can before Chivalry comes in next year. So that's interesting. Frostpunk's 50% off. Frostpunk's a really cool strategy survival type game. We've been playing a lot of They Are Billions on stream. It's not the same. It's got a very interesting mechanic of the way they do things. It's really cool though. It's a colony building game. Pretty neat, 50% off. This game has also gotten more content as well, I believe. Pretty cool. It's a pretty neat game. If you need a city builder, so the city builder aspect of it, you have to realize though, it's not like, oh, you just build a town and you manage it. It's like you have like there are win conditions and stuff. Like there's like goals and things you have to do in time, and just keep that in mind. But it's really cool. Oh god, I don't want to look at the city builder category because I will lose myself. I need to back up because I will get lost. Raft is 30% off. It's a neat little game. I haven't played it too much. I definitely haven't played it enough to give a recommendation. It's got good reviews. I would estimate that this would probably get a lot cheaper in the winter. Like, I think this could easily go 50% off by winter time. Rocket League is 50% off. We have been playing Rocket League lately. Rocket League is so much fun. If you've been waiting to pick it up, it's 50% off. We've been doing stuff with them. They have this in-game event right now with 80s cosmetics and special game modes. So if you enjoyed watching Rocket League yesterday, you can get it for $10. It's definitely worth the money. It's a ton of fun. Really enjoyed it. Friday the 13th is 80% off. This is sad. Friday the 13th is dead. Sorry, no other way to put it. Don't get it. It's cool, but I'm pretty sure there's some legal battle over it, and I don't think that Gun Media can support it anymore or something. I don't know if the lawsuit's been resolved or not, but I don't think there's much of a community there. I wouldn't expect the community to be there anymore. Just don't waste your money. Like there's a reason it's 80% off. It came out in like 2017. Dead Cells, fantastic roguelike game. Dead Cells is so much fun. Dead Cells is on the Switch. I'm gonna try to make a note of this when I can, just so that people that do have a Switch keep that in mind. Because for me, I'm starting to prefer games on the Switch just because it's so much more accessible. You can take it on the go. Dead Cells is really, really cool roguelike. So if you like those type of games, I definitely would pick it up. It's really cool. I put a lot of time into it. Now the cool thing about it is like there is an overall progression to it, which I really enjoy as well. So like you go on a run, and even when you died, you're still making overall progression to your character, which to me makes it so addicting. Overcooked's 30% off. Overcooked's a fun little neat game. It's a game for friends. So if you have friends, I really recommend it. If you don't, I don't recommend it. It is the beauty of it, in my opinion, is having friends to play with. So, but Overcooked's great. DayZ, never buy it. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. 33% off. Literally, I'm not going to rant too much, but I will say that $30 is the price that it's always been before it fully launched, aka they called it fully launched and it's still early access state. It's terrible. I don't recommend it. Don't waste your money. Don't fall for the scam that it's saying it's 33% off. It's literally the price that it was when it fully launched like 2 months ago, or what was it, like in December, 6 months ago maybe. Don't do it. I guess that's the fully released date. This game is don't do it. Doom, awesome game, 25% off. Oh, but it's the see, this is interesting. They lower the overall price. Oh, this is the 20. Yeah, so like Doom is awesome. Get Doom. I mean, it's $15. It's so much fun. New Doom coming out. It looks fantastic. It's great. It's so much fun. You run around, you shoot demons, and the music is awesome. Love the music. Shadow of War is 60% off. This is the definitive edition. Shadow of War I didn't finish. I don't know. That probably says something. I mean, it's 50% off at $25. It's cool. I mean, I don't know. I didn't finish the game. I don't know. It was very grindy. Shadow of Mordor is fantastic. I love Shadow of Mordor, but Shadow of War... PC Building Simulator is pretty neat. I actually learned a bit about computers playing that game. Pretty neat little game. Fallout's 50% off. I mean, that's standard. City Skylines, great city builder, super solid. They keep adding DLCs. If you're looking to pick up the DLCs, this is a great time to do it because they usually have some pretty good deals in bulk for the DLCs for City Skylines. Crash Bandicoot, 40% off. That's awesome. Crash Bandicoot, if you've played those or you want to play those, really cool platformer. The remastered that they've done, they did a great job with it. You get all three of the games. Well, 3 of the Crash Bandicoot games. But yeah, I would say honestly, even if you've never played Crash, like, it's still an enjoyable platformer. It's a really good platformer. There Billions, we've been playing that lately. It just fully launched. It's only 10% off, but it is a very difficult RTS strategy game. It's really good though. It's really good. If you don't mind it being a little brutal, you can make it easier. But it's still generally brutal. It doesn't really hold your hand, but it's a lot of fun. Ghost Recon Wildlands, 65% off. It was okay. It was like, in my opinion, it was fun with friends. But pretty generic. Planet Coaster is 75% off. Planet Coaster is pretty cool. The devs of Planet Coaster are making a new game. For those who like zoo games, they're making a zoo tycoon type game, so that is something to look forward to. You want to see what they're all about. Planet Coaster is pretty cool. To me, I enjoy Planet Coaster a lot. It's really aesthetically pleasing. My only gripe with it is it wasn't really that in depth on the management, micromanagement side of things. It was more about like design, which to me is my weak point. Jurassic World Evolution is by the same people, 70% off. Loved it. Jurassic World Evolution was a step in a positive direction in my opinion in terms of a game that has a little bit more depth in the management side of things. 70% off. It's $13. I really liked it a lot, especially if you're a fan of Jurassic Park. It's really cool. It's really cool. I definitely recommend checking that out. It's really, really cool. Vampire was interesting. It's very slow. We stopped playing it just because it's really, really slow, but it was pretty neat as far as I can remember. I don't remember what, like, if it was just the slowness that made me stop or what. Vampire, sorry. I don't remember if it was just like slowness or anything else, but I think I remember like mostly liking it, I think. I never finished Vampire, it was so slow. Yeah. Yeah, so for me, like, that's kind of hard to stream, so I stopped playing it, but like, no, that's different for everyone. Starbound, if you like Terraria, you'll like Starbound. If you like Starbound, you like Terraria. It's like the same, but it's in space. It's got some really cool stuff. It's really neat. I like Starbound a lot. Battalion 1944 just fully released. Haven't played it myself. It's got mixed reviews on Steam. I played it in the early access and it was like okay. It doesn't seem like people on Steam, like, it looks like they felt kind of the same. 25% off. I mean, it's cheap. It's a cheap game. If you want a new shooter, it was okay. Dead by Daylight 50% off. You know, that's got a community that's still pretty active, even though it's 2016. They're always adding stuff and doing stuff, so that's still going strong. I'll always recommend BioShock. It's always it's an amazing series. 7 Days to Die is 66% off. 7 Days to Die. It says 2013. It's still in early access, but it is definitely up there in terms of content-rich survival games with a strong community still. So 7 Days to Die could be something worth looking into if you're trying to get some survival itch with zombies. It's kind of got a Minecrafty vibe to it too. What's up, Lord Danger? Rage 2, 33% off. I would wait. $40. It was a game. It was cool. This story was very shallow. It's a very short game. They are releasing, they announced at E3 new content. They didn't say whether it was paid or not. I'm assuming it is paid. They're adding some more stuff, but the world is kind of empty, hollow, generic. Fun skills. You get cool skills that make it very interesting. Like, I did enjoy playing it. I felt like afterwards it just wasn't enough, if that makes sense. So I would probably wait till it gets cheaper. It's gonna get cheaper. I would wait. Didn't play Tropico 6, 20% off. But that'll probably get cheaper in the winter time. Prison Architect's a great little game, a little sim game. Prison building sim. Really, really cute. It's 75% off. It's fun. Subnautica, I personally haven't played much of. I played a bit of it. It's got really, really great ratings. It's got a lot of content. It is fully released. It came from early access, is now fully released. And they've added some DLCs, I believe. So 30% off for that. Neo is great. I love Neo. There is a Neo 2. They didn't say anything about Neo 2 at E3, though. I do think I'd have to check my notes. I don't actually remember which conference had Neo 2. I have my notes like right here, so I might check that. I think it was the PlayStation conference, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was the PlayStation conference. So obviously they didn't have anything to say at E3 because they weren't at E3. But there's a Neo 2 coming out. If you like Dark Souls, if you like Sekiro, if you love From Software games, this is not a From Software game, but it is a similar styled game. It's got a ton of content. I put in 50-60 hours of Neo and I did not finish it. It's great. It's fun. It's awesome. It's challenging. It is on sale for 60% off. Again, there's going to be another one coming out, so it's a good time to pick it up. Darkest Dungeon is great. I love it. It's brutal. It's strategy. There is a Darkest Dungeon 2 that has been announced. 65% off. This is the Ancestral Edition, though, so this is much more expensive. I'm sure the base game is super cheap, too. Darkest Dungeon is 70% off. Just get it. A very challenging strategy game, but it's very, very, very good. This game was an early access game. It is fully released. They've added DLCs since. And there is a Darkest Dungeon 2 that's going to come out. Celeste is 40% off. Haven't played it. Heard good things. House Flipper is awesome. Really enjoy House Flipper. It's 30% off. We've played it on the stream. It's really satisfying. I love it. It's good. They added a garden DLC. So now that you can, and I hope they add more content. I'd love to see more content. This game is great. It is a lot of fun. So that's on sale if you've been waiting to pick that up. Into the Breach is pretty cool. I enjoyed Into the Breach. It's another strategy game. Turn-based strategy game. Really cool. 50% off. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really neat. Forager is 15% off. Forager is great. I love Forager. Forager is so addicting. I just looking at it, it gets me addicted again. It is kind of like a Stardew Valley type game. Super addicting. You start with one little piece of island. You basically start with one island. You're gathering resources, you're crafting, then you're basically you make money and you buy more land, and each land there's puzzles, there's characters, there's quests. It's really, really, really cool. Love this game. It's awesome. Don't be put off by the graphics. I would not be put off by the graphics. If you like Stardew Valley, you're going to like this game a lot. It is really cool. It's got a lot of stuff to it. It's awesome. I loved it. This game's coming on the Switch. If this game is coming on the Switch, I'm just gonna buy it again because it's that good. I've been playing it like on my Surface tablet because it's so much fun. No, you can't marry people. No. Far Cry New Dawn is 50% off. For 20 bucks, I recommend it. Far Cry New Dawn felt more like an expansion and not a standalone, which I guess makes sense. That's kind of how they angled it. I actually really liked the story. The story was pretty cool. It was fun. It was pretty. For 20 bucks. For 20 bucks, I like it. If you're a Far Cry fan, especially if you've played Far Cry 5, I wouldn't play this without Far Cry 5. Get Far Cry 5 first, and then pick up New Dawn for 20 bucks. Alright, we'll probably get to like maybe page 10 stop, I think. Greece is beautiful if you want like a little... It's like a short and sweet little game. It's really cool. Got really cool mechanics. It's aesthetically gorgeous. And you might cry at the end. It's really beautiful. If you like those type of games, I'm thinking of like Abzu with more depth, and what was that one game? It was I feel like it starts with an A or an R. I'm not sure. It wasn't Abzu, and it wasn't I'm struggling to think of the name. But yeah, this game is a beautiful journey. It's got some really cool, fun gameplay mechanics too. Not Journey. What was the one with the boy and the puzzles? And I would say, like, honestly, even if you liked Shadow of Colossus. Rhyme. Yeah, Rhyme. If you liked Rhyme, this is your next game. 100%. Life is Strange 2 complete season, 33% off. Didn't play myself. I played the first one. I want to play it. I think all the episodes are out at this point. I'm not sure. I think the last episode came out back in December. I want to say. Could be wrong. They're not. It's not done. Cuphead is a brutal game. It's so cool though. That got like an old like I don't know, like 80s 90s cartoon vibe. It's really cool. It's very tough platformer game though. I rage quit it. 50% off. I mean, it's like a $20 game, so I don't know. Like, it's worth the money, but I'm trying to think of it if it's gonna be cheaper. I'm not sure. My time at Porsche is very cool. 20% off. I think for Stardew fans, if you like those sim type like Farmville life kind of games, this is a cute game for sure. It's really cute. It's got some cool. There's crafting, there's building. You talk to people. There's quests that you do. It's pretty neat. Like Harvest Moon fans, you're gonna like this. Animal Crossing. That's an Animal Crossing waiting room game for sure. Watch Dogs 2 is 80% off. There's a new one coming out in I believe February or March. Not that you need. It doesn't seem like you will need to have played Watch Dogs 2 to understand the next one. I thought it was okay. Didn't get into it that much, but I heard a lot of people like Watch Dogs 2. Scum is 33% off. This is early access. It's pretty cool. This is a game where if you like DayZ, this is a game to keep an eye out on. I can't necessarily recommend its purchase at the moment because it's still early access, but it is very smooth. It's gorgeous. It's got some really interesting in-depth survival mechanics. Keep an eye on this game. Definitely keep an eye on this game. And if you want that kind of DayZ type of game, I'd buy this over DayZ. It's cheaper and it's still in development. They actually are making progress. They just released female character models and a bunch of stuff in a new update recently. So Scum, you could pick it up now, or at least keep an eye on that game for sure. Those of Eternity, like I mentioned, fantastic. If you like Divinity Original Sin or Pathfinder Kingmaker, that's a great pickup. I think we're pretty much nearing the end of my recommendations here. The Crew 2 is actually pretty cool. It's 70% off. I wouldn't buy this at full price just because it's going to be so cheap during any sale at this point. It's actually pretty cool. I liked the Crew 2 a lot. Came out in June of last year. It's got boats, planes, cars, a bunch of cars, bikes, trucks, and you can actually transition seamlessly in the open world between any vehicle that you want. It's really fun, actually. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed it. It was just fun just to drive around and transition between the vehicles. Just Cause 3 is $3. This is another game that it's an open world and it's pure chaos. It's a lot of fun. This is not the most recent one. This is the 2015 one. It's $3. If you haven't picked up this game and you just want to like create chaos in a game, this is the game to get. This is definitely the game to get. I'll recommend that every time because it's a lot of fun. You just blow stuff up. It's chaos. It's hilarious. I actually like the most recent Just Cause 2 with the they added some like grappling and stuff. I thought it was actually really fun. They added some new tools for you to increase your chaos factor with. I'll always recommend Hellblade. Hellblade is awesome. It's definitely spooky, but I played it, so it's beautiful. It's got a beautiful story. It has the undertones of trying to explain mental health, and it's done in a gorgeous and heartfelt manner. Really cool story. I will always recommend that game. This game is this is for VR too, so if you have VR you can pick that up too. You really want to get into it. Hellblade is cheaper on Humble Bundle. Hellblade is on the Humble Bundle monthly for this month, and that's $12, so cheaper than that. Oh, interesting. That's good to know. Yeah, so if you guys want Hellblade, Humble Bundle monthly, $12. You also get a bunch of other games with that, so yeah, I would actually do that then. And you can use my link to support the stream. Age of Empires. We're getting an Age of Empires. I think it's Age of Empires 2 remastered, right? They're doing they're adding some new stuff to it when they release it. That's not out yet, so it's not going to be in this bundle. So if you want to wait for that and just pick that up on its own, Age of Empires 2 HD Definitive Edition. That I don't know when that's coming out, but you could just wait for that to come out. Obviously, also there's an Age of Empires 4, but there is no word on that when that's going to come out. And Age of Empires fantastic RTS series, love it. Beat Saber's not on sale, huh? Beat Saber, why are you not on sale? Origins is 60% off. I like Origins a lot, but I would just prioritize Odyssey first. I would get Odyssey's. Origins is like the first step in a different direction for Assassin's Creed, but Odyssey took that and made it even better. So I would go with Odyssey, but then if you've played it and you want more and you haven't played Origins, wait for it to go on sale like it is now. Pick it up. It's great. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all I'm going to get into. So hopefully that was more succinct. I have no idea how long that took. I tried to go as fast and straightforward as I could. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. We'll try to do this every time for you guys. That is going to conclude the YouTube video. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys are still in stream, I'm going to go into even more depth. I'll answer any questions you have. If you're looking for a particular game, I want to hear your questions. Just hold on for a second. And we'll try to dive a little bit more into this. But thank you guys for watching, and hope you pick up some good games. Let me know what you get. Bye, YouTube.